Good day, everyone. I am Maria Sai Joy D. Granal, and I will be your science teacher for today. We will learn about the changes in the position and line of shadows at different times of the day. So, by the end of the lesson, students are expected to describe at least two changes in the shadows as time passed during the day. And second, record observation through a simple activity. And third, explain how the position of the suns affect the land and direction of shadow. So let's begin. So hello children. Let's all stand. Shala, can you please lead the prayer? Amen. So good afternoon, class. So before we begin, kindly pick up any trash under your chair and table and throw them into the trash can. Then fix your chair and prepare yourself. And you may now take your seat. So Angela, is anyone absent for today? Very good. Since no one absent, it's a perfect chance for all of us to participate and learn something new today. So before we officially start, let me remind you of our classroom rules. Who can share our important reminders? Mark? Very good. So don't be noisy. Raise your hand before speaking and respect everyone. So your answers are correct, and I hope you remember these three important rules while we are having our class. So do we all understand? Yes. So now, teacher have questions. Have you ever noticed your shadow while walking, or while walking in the afternoon or morning? What I mean, morning or afternoon? Yeah. So what does it look like? So it's long, and sometimes it's disappear at noon. So disappear at noon. So that's so very interesting. So today we're going to find out why shadow change throughout the day. So are you ready, kids? Yeah. So now teachers have a picture. So look closely at this picture. What do you notice in this picture? In this three picture? There's very good. So there's a shadow and a tree and then the sun. So what do you notice about in the shadow? Very good. So some are long, other are short, then they point in different directions. So have you ever seen your own shadow change during the day? Yes, so in the morning, our shadow was very long. At noon, it almost disappeared. So, why do you think that happened? Very good. So, because of the sun, and maybe it's time of the day. So, let's test through an activity. So now we have an activity to do today. So since we can go outside to observe because it's raining, we'll do it here inside in the classroom instead. So here are the materials we needed. So first, we need flashlight. Second, a toy, figure, or any object. And labels for morning, noon, and afternoon. So I will divide you into three groups. You will do the same activity, but teacher will demonstrate first for now. So just watch carefully and listen. So do you understand, children? Yeah. So now, um, this flashlight represent the sun. Let's see how shadows change when we move it. So on the right side is the morning, then the middle is noon, and the left side is the afternoon. So okay, now it's your turn to try. I will give you 2 minutes to try. So, very good class. So, have you done, children? Now, if you finish, teacher has questions about the activity you just did. So, what do you observe? Anyone? Anjali? So, what do you observe? So, very good. So, we notice that the shadow change size depending where the light is coming from. So, which positions created the longest shadow? Anyone? John? So, very good. So, the longest shadow happened when the flashlight was on this side, like in the morning or afternoon. So, did the direction of the shadow change too? Melanie? Yes, so it's changed directions. The shadow always pointed away from the flashlight. So now teacher will going to explain. So when the sun is low in the sky, shadow are longer. So this means that during the early morning or late afternoon, the sun is not directly overhead but it closer to the horizon. So because of this angle, the sunlight hit object from the side, causing the shadow to stretch and appear longer on the ground. So, ibig sabihin, sa umaga at hapon, ang araw ay nasa gilid ng langit at hindi sa tapat. So, kaya tumatama ang liwanag mula sa tagiliran ng isang bagay or ng puno. Kaya ang anino ay humahaba sa lupa. So, when the sun is directly above, shadow are shorter. So, this happened because the sunlight hit the object from straight above, so the shadow falls directly underneath the object and takes up least space. So, dahil daw ang liwanag ay galing sa itaas, ang anino ay bumabagsak diretso sa ilalim ng bagay or puno at hindi ito humahaba. So, hindi po totoo na ang shadow kapag noon ay nawawala. Hindi lang siya humahaba kasi maiksi lang siya or maikli. So, shadow points away from the sun. So, a shadow is always formed on the opposite side of where the light is coming from. So, if the sun is in the east, the shadow will point west. So, ang anino, ibig sabihin, kung ang araw ay nasa silangan, ang anino ay nasa kanluran. So, laging kabaliktaran ang direksyon. So, example, if in the morning, the sun in the right side, so yung shadow niya is nasa left side. If ever naman yung sun is nasa left side, yung shadow niya is nasa right side. So, now, teacher have a question. So, when was the shadow longest? Jane, at the morning and afternoon. So, very good. So, why did it short at noon? Louis. So, it's short at noon because the sun is directly above, making the shadow fall straight down. So, how do you think shadow help us in real life? To tell time, to know where the sun, and to plan. So, paano natin nasabi to tell time? Bakit natin sinasabi na to tell time? Because in ancient people use shadow in sundials to know the time of the day based on shadow position and length. So, noon daw, ng mga matatanda daw noon, ang ginagawa nila as ang shadow ay ginagawa nilang sundial. So, doon nalalaman nila kung alas 7 na, alas 8, or tanghali na, or hapon na. Based sa shadow position and sa haba. So, to know to know where the sun, ito naman is shadow point away from the sun. So we can use them to find direction like east or west. So to plan, ito naman to plan is like builder or building. Builder and architects use shadow to design homes and playground with the right shade and sunlight. Okay? Naintindahan po mga bata? Very good. So, now, we will have an activity. So, this activity called shadow timeline drawing plus pair share. So, you are going to draw a timeline showing the sun position and the shadow length during the morning, noon, and afternoon. So, then you will going to explain your drawing to your partner. So, draw the sun on the left and on the right for morning, top for noon, and left for afternoon. So, show how the shadow change. So, after that, after you drawing, you're going to share your timeline or your drawing to your partner. Then, after 2 minutes, I will going to ask a question. Now, are you done? Very good. So now, teacher have a question about your output. So, how can understanding shadow help in real life? Tatlo lang. So, first, to know the time. Second, to avoid heat when building. And third, what? To choose the best place for plants. So, to know the time before clocks were invented, people used sundials to tell time. The position and length of the shadow told them what time of the day it was. So even now we can use shadows as clue, long shadow in the morning or afternoon and short shadow at noon. So to avoid heat when buildings or architect and engineers study how the sun casts a shadow to design building that stay cool. They use shadows to decide where to place windows or mga rooftop or trees to block too much sunlight and reduce heat inside. So, to choose the best place for plant, ito naman is mga related dito yung mga farmers or mga gardeners, ganon. So, some plants need a lot of sunlight while others grow better in the shades by knowing how shadows move throughout the day. So gardeners and farmers can decide the best spot to plant and crops or flowers. Okay? Naiintindihan po ba mga bata? Very good. So now we're going to let's see what you have learned. So you're going to raise your hand and answer. Okay, so what caused shadow to change? Jane, the sun position. So very good. Clap your hands, mga bata. And when is your shadows the shortest? Megan. Very good, at noon. So, what happened in the afternoon? Louis, shadows get long again. So, how is this helpful to people? Daniela, for telling time and design and farming. Now, I need 2 volunteers to share of what they learned today. So one thing I learned today is blank. Okay, so today we learned that the sun causes our shadows to move and change size. This knowledge help us in our daily lives. You did a great job observing and thinking like young scientists. So good work and goodbye.